Imagine this. If Canada, just for one day, adopted the values of Sikhism not as a religion but as a way of life, what would happen? No conversions. No obligations. Just a single day, where an entire nation wakes up early, meditates, serves, and sees no difference between rich or poor, black or white, Christian or atheist. This isn't a story about religion. It's a story about humanity. Sikhism isn't about labels. It's about living truthfully, working honestly, and serving selflessly. The word Sikh means student, a lifelong learner. A seeker of truth, not bound by rituals but guided by values. Its core belief is Ik Onkar. There is one universal reality. Not a man in the sky. Not someone of a specific religion or race. Just one, present in all, beyond all. Unlike most religious texts, the Sikh Holy Scripture, Guru Granth Sahib, includes the teachings of saints from other faiths. Yes, Hindu saints like Namdev, Muslim Sufis like Baba Farid, and others. It's not about ownership. It's about unity. What better model for a country like Canada, multicultural, multi-faith, and rooted in equality? The message is clear. Truth has no religion. Compassion has no caste. Wisdom belongs to everyone. Now imagine this. The Canadian government encourages everyone, just for one day, to wake up at 4 a.m. and practice Simran, meditative remembrance of the One. Difficult? Yes. But imagine the power of silence before the noise of the day begins. This isn't religious chanting. It's a reset button. A chance to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with something beyond screens and schedules. But what if someone says, I'm dealing with anxiety, depression, loss. I can't meditate. Here's where Sangat, the spiritual community, steps in. At a local Gurdwara, no one asks for your religion, race, or profession. You enter barefoot. You cover your head. And you're embraced just as you are. People don't preach at you. They share stories. Real stories of overcoming grief, addiction, loneliness. Healing doesn't always come from therapy. Sometimes it comes from collective kindness. Now imagine lunch in a city like Toronto or Vancouver. A millionaire, a janitor, a refugee, and a university student all sit cross-legged on the same floor sharing the same meal. No reserved tables. No gold-plated spoons. No VIP section. Just simple food, lentils, bread, rice, and deep dignity. That's Langar, the free community kitchen at every Gurdwara, born from the belief that all human beings are equal. In a society driven by class, status, and privilege, Sikhism says, there is no high, there is no low. Recognize all humanity as one. Now apply that to Canada. Imagine if, for just one day, the system ignored race, wealth, background, and saw everyone as human first. No caste, no color, no categories. Not as an idea, but as an experience. Meditation doesn't just bring peace. It awakens conscience. If everyone in Canada spent 20 minutes remembering they are not the center of the universe, but part of something larger, ego would soften. Anger would fade. Violence? Greed? Reduced. Compassion? Elevated. A criminal heart cannot coexist with a present soul. In today's world, isolation is a pandemic. Sikh Gurdwaras are the opposite. They're havens of presence. You don't need a ticket. You don't need to believe. You just need to come and be. If every Canadian neighborhood had a Gurdwara-style community space, where people could serve, share, and sit in silence, loneliness would lose its grip. Inside the Gurdwara, no one gives a fiery sermon. Instead, you hear kirtan, sacred music sung live. You might not understand the language, but the vibration? Universal. It bypasses logic. It touches something primal. Hospitals, prisons, schools, all could benefit from 1 hour of this kind of healing sound. Sikhism doesn't ask you to erase your identity. It asks you to look deeper, beyond it. Guru Nanak, the founder, said, there is no Hindu. There is no Muslim. He wasn't denying religions. He was removing the walls between them. Now imagine if Canadians, just for a day, forgot their labels. Not Christian. Not Muslim. Not atheist. Not rich. Not poor. Just human. Just light. Just soul. Not a religious holiday, but a day of spiritual reflection, service, and silence. A global Sikh Values Day, where schools teach about equality, hospitals offer Langar, government leaders speak about compassion, not just policy, not to promote Sikhism, but to honor what it represents. The word Waheguru isn't a name for God. It's an exhale of awe, a vibration, a remembrance. It doesn't belong to one group. It belongs to the experience of being alive, aware, awake. You don't need to believe to say it. You just need to feel what silence feels like when it hums. This video is not about promoting any religion. It's not about comparing or criticizing anyone's beliefs. It's a thought experiment, a respectful invitation to explore how Sikh values, like service, unity, equality, and meditation, can uplift any society, any faith, any heart. Every religion has beauty. Sikhism offers one path among many. If this idea touched something in you, share it with your friends, your family, your colleagues, not as a rule book, but as a possibility. Comment below. What would happen in your life if you lived just one day, the Sikh way? Folded hands. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We may be different in color, culture, and creed, but in stillness, in service, in song, we are one.